And welcome back to Big Apple Hockey for another episode of the Final Buzzer. I am your host, as you know me, as Filk, but my government name is below, John Filkowski. Yeah, I wanted to do one of these just because it was right after the game, and I got some things I got to do tonight, so I have to kind of make this one short. So I'm kind of just gonna get into the swing things real quick here. So we'll do the good, bad, and the ugly. Yeah, this was an ugly game. This really was. I know Buffalo's been playing better as of late, but it still doesn't excuse the way that this team has played. In their last, I would say, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 games, just erratic, inconsistent play, and there was more of it tonight. Another game where they took their they took the foot off the gas pedal, and I didn't make banners for anything because, like I said, I've got to make this quick, but I do have some talking points to go over. And at first, Alexi Lafreniere with a 2-point game. I thought he was really good in this game. He looked engaged. He was, getting in on the play physically. He should have drawn a couple of penalties that weren't called. I feel like every game these days, they're just not calling penalties for the Rangers. I don't know what it is. I know that Sam and Joe mentioned that you got to kind of drive the net and get into the dirty areas to really, draw those penalties and make people take you down. But there are plays along the boards where they're getting hooked and held. In the second period, there were three. Actually, it was the third period, I should say. There were 3 different hooks in one sequence that were not called almost later in the game. I'm sorry, but the officiating is a joke. Officiating is an absolute joke. There's no reason why this team should be generating as little power plays as they have. Alexi Lafreniere, though, great game. I think he was probably the best Ranger. Other than, I would say, Andrew Kopp. I thought Andrew Kopp was amazing tonight. I thought he really, really, really held his own. Really did a lot of the work there. Got one of the assists on the overtime winner by Keandre Miller, and it was good to see Keandre Miller get the overtime winner. But his defense has to be better. His defense just has to be better. Him and Trouba just made way too many defensive mistakes tonight, and it continues. Adam Fox be better defensively. You can't get walked like that by Kyle Okposo, or as I call him, Kyle Ososlo. So, hey, Rick, I just, you know what? Maybe goalie interference, but Georgiev still got to make that save. I think that puck was in before they made contact, so I'm not gonna blame the refs on that, but you still got to make a save there, Georgiev. 2 of the goals, the Butcher goal and the Okposo goal, I thought were just brutal goals. And yeah, the spotlight camera on Adam Fox is stupid. Please never do that again. Please. It's just a waste of screen. It really is. I really liked Tyler Mott's game. I thought he was really good. Patrick Nemeth did. Yeah, this is another one. Patrick Nemeth needs to sit. I'm just going to go through things that are coming off the top of my head. But again, Nemeth with another bad penalty, more bad play. You just paid a third rounder for Justin Braun, and you're not going to play him on the left side when he can play on the left side, and you're not going to play him with Braden Schneider. This is stupid. I don't know what this organization's hard on is for Nemeth, but it's annoying, and I'm tired of it. I'm done. It's just awful. It's just terrible. He's an atrocious hockey player. He doesn't belong in the NHL. He doesn't. Maybe if he played pre 2004 and earlier, he would have been a decent NHL defenseman. But he is just awful for today's game. He's awful. He can't skate. So I thought that Artemi Panarin still needs to be better. I get it. He got a goal. He needed the goal at even strength. But Artemi Panarin is just he needs to be a difference maker at even strength. He hasn't been this year, and it's concerning. Alexis Lafreniere has the second most even strength goals on the team, behind Chris Kreider, and that's saying a lot for having Mika Zibanejad, Rundstrom, and Artemi Panarin on this team. I thought Filipino actually was pretty good. I don't think he was bad. I thought he played well. I love Frank Vetrano. Frank Vetrano's game was really good. He might if it wasn't for Lafreniere, I think actually Vetrano might have been the best player on the ice because he looked like he had his legs under him and he looked like he was feeling good. So if Vetrano starts shooting like this, you can go. But yeah, I do agree with this. Brent's been a loose cannon this year. A great play followed by a dumb play. You don't know what you're getting from him anymore. I just, and this is really like a down year for him. And this is the type of production that he gives you when he's on like he has been in the previous 2 seasons. I can't wait to see what happens with him going forward when he gets back to it. So, yeah, I don't. I don't understand this at all with Nemeth. Get him off the team. He's horrible. It's horrible. He's atrocious in every facet of the game. Can't make outlet passes. Turns the puck over way too much. Can't defend at the line because he has to give up the line due to his lack of foot speed. And just he blows his defensive assignments, misses coverage left and right. And you have three defensemen on this team that can't seem to follow a play in the zone, in their own zone, in Nemeth, Trouba, and Miller. And I get it, Trouba's giving you goals and points, but he's not giving you nearly enough to get to look past the defensive mistakes he makes. Not nearly enough. It's not like he's a Morgan Riley or a Tony DeAngelo type where they put up elite level point scoring for defenders, but they're train wrecks in their own zone, or a Cale Makar or something like that. And listen, I'm not saying Jacob Trouba has to be any of those guys, but if you're going to play like that, you kind of gotta be decent in your own zone because he's maybe an even at most. But I don't know if I agree with this. Allowing Strome to walk and having Kopp be the number 2 center. I don't know if Kopp is cut out to be the number 2 center. I don't. I really like him as a better version of Nick Bonino. So, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they're going to try to find a way to re-sign both Kopp and Strome. I don't know if it's possible, but they're going to find a way, or try to find a way at the least. So, another thing I thought is Alexander Georgiev. He needs to be better. I get it. You're coming in kind of cold sometimes, not getting starts in a while. You've had starts recently and you weren't good. So, or your Carolina start was good. His other starts recently haven't been good, but this one was meh. He needs to be better. He needs to be better. Just this team needs to stop taking their foot off the pedal in the second periods. It's become a trend. I mean, the St. Louis game was really one of the first games where you saw that, and then just boom. It's been a big problem ever since then. So, yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, this is really it right here from Matt. The Rangers always seem to take the lead, sit back, and get away from the basics, and instead of keeping the pressure up, getting the puck deep and getting shots on net. I don't understand it. I don't. I really don't. It just, you know what you have to do. You know what's working. Keep doing it. You have a young team in Buffalo that could get easily discouraged, and you could really pounce on them, and they just relax. Same shit with Jersey. Jersey has a lot more talent, so they ended up smoking them. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna make this a short one though. So, but I got some laundry to take care of tonight. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of they're playing the second periods this year, and even when they got the lead again in the third, it seemed like they kind of just took the foot off the pedal again, and there's not enough urgency in the game. I need more from this team. I need more. I really worry about Pittsburgh on Tuesday now because this was just not a good game. They got 2 points, but they fell into some bad habits, and you're not gonna get away with those against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is gonna work you. So, um, yeah, let's see what happens on Tuesday. I could tell you right now, there's a lot of things on this team that need to change, and they need to change big time. Because if you're going to go into a series with a team like Pittsburgh, who's going to skate and make you really work, you're gonna get the crap kicked out of you. Pittsburgh is not going to let them get away with that type of stuff in the playoffs. And not. Things have got to change. I don't know if it's the defensive pairings that need to be reworked, but it just, yeah. With Malkin back, it's a different team. It really is. It's a different team, and that's really what it comes down to. So, this Pittsburgh team is not going away. The Rangers, they're going to have to really step their game up. They're going to have to really step their game up. Either that or hope that Carolina falls out of it and the Rangers can win the division and take on one of the wild card teams in the playoffs. Because I don't know if the Rangers are going to make it out of the first round playing the way that they're playing. This is not a good game. I'm happy about 2 points, but I am not happy with the way they played. Oh, you are a very optimistic person. I will tell you that, David Wood. You are a very optimistic person if you think that they're going to eliminate Pittsburgh and it's just going to be a cakewalk. The Rangers seem to be their own worst enemy in a lot of games, and that needs to change. You got about, 15 games to change that? You can change it in that time. It is possible, but you need to start playing with some urgency, and I don't see enough urgency from this team on a nightly basis. Yeah, so it's very concerning. Very concerning. I don't know. I often look at things in a analytical kind of way to kind of break things down, but there's just not a lot that I like in this team's play right now. Not a lot. There's a lot of things that need to change. So they need to get on that real quick. I'll maybe go like another 15 minutes doing this because, like I said, I gotta try to do laundry tonight, and I need to get that done. So, but 11-2 final with Pittsburgh and Detroit, and you know what? The Rangers would find a way to lose that game against Detroit. Oh, that's right. They did find a way to lose to Detroit. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's something else. I don't know how Philadelphia has 4 goals on Nashville. That's crazy. But if they play their best, sure they could maybe beat Pittsburgh, but I don't know. I think Pittsburgh is just the third goal against was awful. I don't think it was goaltender interference. I'm surprised Gallant didn't challenge it, but yeah, I didn't think that was goaltender interference. I thought it was a terrible play by Adam Fox, who once again just more bad defense from him. I mean, the thing with me with Fox was always that he was good defensively, and that's what separated him from Cale Makar. I mean, if Adam Fox is going to be Cale Makar, or I mean, he's going to be a worse version of Cale Makar because he doesn't have the offensive ability that Cale Makar has, then I mean, this team's got problems. This team's got a lot of problems. So, and Antonio Stranges does it again. Another brilliant goal for him. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of it, David. I mean, the hot starts now. It used to be the slow starts. Then they corrected the hot starts, or then they changed that to hot starts. Now it's slow second periods and rebound in the third, or rebound for a little bit in the third and then go back to it. I just, enough is enough. They have to start playing a full 60 minutes. You're not going to beat teams in the playoffs not playing full 60 minutes. That's what it comes down to. I don't care what anybody says. You're not gonna win not playing a full 60 minutes in playoffs. And they're gonna have to learn, or Gallant's gonna have to send a message to somebody, because a lot of people ain't listening on this team. A lot of people still not pulling their own weight. I mean, I love what Andrew Kopp is bringing, and I love what Tyler Mott is bringing. I like Frank Vetrano so far. There's been a couple of games where I've just been, but he's had a few pretty good games, including this one. So let's see Frank Vetrano keep that up. Ryan Strome has been a complete passenger for a long time now. So maybe him being out is a blessing in disguise. I don't know. But Capo Caco and Kevin Rooney coming back really soon because they're skating now should help. Hopefully that does a lot for this team. And hopefully it's Capo Caco playing on Panarin's right side with Kopp and Panarin. So this is, for me right now, the best thing I think this team has going is that Alexis Lafreniere seems to be playing better all around consistent hockey on a nightly basis. And that's dangerous because if Lafreniere can drive play on that third line, then that's something that it could go a long way for this team for the rest of the year in the playoffs, and for the future next season when Lafreniere is back in the top six, because he's going to have to be back in the top six. You can't have him playing bottom 6 minutes going forward. It's obviously a miscarriage of justice at that point. But I like what I'm seeing, and I'm hoping from maybe someone like Brendan Oppen can make this team next season. So, but hey, John Lee, I see you. Yeah, Al Valenka, yeah, it's funny. I saw that. It's so stupid. Anyone thinking Lafreniere's a bust is a moron. You flat out moron. Not worth my time. Not worth the waste of my breath. Not worth the waste of energy. Not even worth the waste of thought. Just you really don't know hockey if you think that kid's a bust. I mean, Chris Tierney wouldn't be a bad bottom 6 addition, but if the idea going forward is Kopp and Tierney, I really wonder what the direction of the team is at that point then, because I mean, Andrew Kopp looks like he's a good player, but again, I think of him as a better version of Nick Bonino. I think this team needs a stronger number 2 center than Andrew Kopp to win, but that's just me. Maybe Andrew Kopp finds the next level, and he's the center that they've been looking for. But I'll tell you right now, Ryan Strome playing the way he has is playing his way out of a contract. He's been awful for a while. Yeah, this is my point here. You need David says you need two really good centers to win, not a Kopp or a Strome. I agree. Where would Jalen asks where would Othman go? Othman can play left or right wing. So I would assume probably play right wing. Wonder what they would do with him. So, but I would like to see Mott and Kopp back as Rangers. So, yeah, I don't know. And to answer this question, not exactly sure what UFA center is available. Not exactly sure what UFA center they can actually sign. I don't think either of those are happening, John. I think Scheifele it costs too much money, too much cap, and Scheifele is another guy who isn't great in his own end. So I would take a look into bringing Vetrano back, depending on the cost as well. I'm with you, David. I wonder what it would cost to bring him back, but I would look into it. I would absolutely look into it. So I'm trying to center this thing a little bit. Yeah, I like the idea of Vetrano coming back, depending on the price. I would prefer him in a middle six role, not as a number one right wing. I mean, your right wing depth isn't good for Vetrano's role in right game tonight, but let's be real. You gotta have you gotta have better right wing depth to win. And yeah, this is what I was saying before. Artemi Panarin needs to be a difference maker at even strength. He hasn't been this year. This is not the Artemi Panarin that we know and love. This something is off. Something has been off all year. All year. I don't know what it is with him. I don't know if it's Gallant's system. I don't know what it is, but something has been off. And they've been winning, and he's still putting up a good amount of points, a really good amount of points. But something has just not been right with this team or with Artemi Panarin and the way that he's played this season. So I'm still definitely a bit concerned. I'm going to do probably about 5 more minutes. I know it's short, but I'm sorry. I know I wanted to get one in. I have some things I want to do tomorrow, and I've got to go do laundry tonight. Got to get it done tonight. It's actually too much. Probably going to overload one of the machines, probably. So, yeah, Neg type 13. I totally agree with you here. Nemeth is a liability. He's a liability. I don't understand how Gallant keeps playing this guy. Somebody on Twitter told me that every coach has a safety blanket. Well, safety blankets aren't unmitigated disasters that are dumpster fires on skates. Like, that's what Nemeth is. Nemeth is exactly that. He can't be playing in this lineup. You can't expect to win. Yeah, Brett does like to pass, and yes, Dan, that I do agree with that, and we saw that in 2020 and 2021, but he's also got to shoot the puck more and be a dual threat. So, who mentioned? Az mentioned Trocheck. Yeah, I don't think he lead. You know what? The only thing I would say about Trocheck, Sean, is that Carolina is going to have some cap problems. I would absolutely take Vinny Trocheck over Ryan Strome in a heartbeat, though. You sign me up for that all day. Trocheck is a far better player than Strome. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to tell you right now that you're not going to win with Ryan Strome as his number 2 center. You're just not. You're also not going to win with your best defenseman playing like he has his head in his ass. I'm sorry, but he has. Kasperi Kapanen? Kakaniemi, you mean? I'm guessing that's who you're talking about is Jesperi Kakaniemi. Or Kasperi Kapanen. I don't think Kasperi Kapanen is playing on Pittsburgh's 4th line. I'm pretty sure he's playing in their top 6. Yeah. 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 That's Jesperi Kakaniemi. But he's just been. I think they paid a little too much for him. Yeah, I'm with you on this, Jeff. Strome's an Charles on that line. He's been too much of a passenger. He's been way too much of a passenger. He needs to continue to kind of up his play and really start to be a contributor. He hasn't contributed. I know that him and Strome or him and Panarin are buddy. But for the better of the team, I think Ryan Strome might have to go. I can't see this team winning a cup with Ryan Strome as a number 2 center. So, yeah, but I am actually going to wrap this up. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I had to cut this so short, but again, like I said, I've got to go do things tonight. So, got to take care of my laundry, get that done so I have close to the week, yada, yada. So, I really, like I said, I really do appreciate it, but it's just we need better performances out of this team going forward. I like Frank Bertrano and Alexi Lafreniere and Andrew Kopp's games, but not much else to like otherwise. So, but yeah, I don't know what my schedule is going to be like with this because with my job, I don't know what's going on anymore. So, but yeah, I would. I'll try to do these as I can, but it's just going to be tough with my new job. So I do apologize. So everybody, though, thank you for joining and thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. Just remember, like, share, and subscribe. And everybody have a good night, and let's go Rangers.